A while back I made a video, and over on this channel's page under the communities tab I posted a thread for you guys to go there and ask any questions you want to ask me about repair work or whatever. And then I told you I'd make every month or two a video answering your questions. That's what this video is about. Alright folks, welcome back. Thank you for coming back again. I've been watching that thread over there, and it's been getting some questions built up on it. I don't know how many we'll get through tonight. But I'm going to start with, let's see, I done lost my place already. Marshman says, oh, by the way, the eczema, I'm not going to complain about it, but hang on, stay tuned. You can make your own call about the shit. Stay tuned, I got a very exciting, surprising video coming down the pike. I don't know when, but it's coming. Alright, Marshman, I have a Yamaha Bass from the 70s with a pretty severe twisted neck. Outside of pulling the fretboard and fly cutting the neck on a mill, how can I fix this? Well, there's several ways. Several ways you can fix it. If the twist is up on the peg head end, I've been successful using a string. Put a string on the side, like if it's twisted this way, this is your bass side. If it's twisted this way, put a string on your bass side, run it down, wind it up on the peg, and wind it down to a screw in your bench. You might have to clamp the bass down or clamp the neck down if you got it off. Tighten it up and it'll put the twist, it'll twist that. And you may have to hang a heat lamp over it and move it up and down to adjust your heat. You like to see about 250 degrees and no more on that for any length of time. Even 200 would be enough. Leave it for 2 or 3 days, and I've been successful nearly every time doing it that way. Another way, you could pull all the frets out, take a radius board, and there again, if it's twisted this way and this is the high spot, take a radius board and work on that high spot. Work it down until it's even all the way up, and you can eyeball it and tell the straight edges. And you get your radius the same all the way up. You might have to file a pretty good bit away, and you may have to buy new frets. I don't know if I'd put the old frets. For good, you could put the old frets back in it. But there's a couple of ways of doing it. I hope you work it out, man. I ain't even going to try to pronounce this name. I remember this guy from before. Let's just call him Isla. Or maybe it's a she, I don't know. I have no questions. Just want to tell you I'm doing some repairs in my Heinsberg Finland-made guitar I've got a few days ago from Grandma. It's her old guitar. 40 plus years old, don't know for sure. And your videos help me make it good sound again. Thank you, Randy, all the way from Sweden. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, man. Good luck. Alright, one from Johnny. All I can see on here is Johnny Go. I don't know if that's Johnny Goodbye or what, but it's it's got these Johnny and then Geo and then 3 dots. Anyways, are you well known in the music biz? It seems like I read this before. Do people say, oh, I'm pretty kind of well known in the music biz, but just, sporadic, I guess you would say. Let me see where I am here. Yeah, I got to rearrange these. There's something wrong. Okay, here we go. Hey, I'm new to your channel. This is from Jim Jerome. Hey, I'm new to your channel and I love it. I have a question. I just purchased a new J45. And yes, the neck is too sticky for me to play outside gigs here in Florida. Without sanding the neck, I can't bring myself to add sandpaper to it. Is there any recommendations to help it slide easier? Sanding's the best way, but an old thing the old timers used to do is take this baby powder or talcum powder, and they'd dump that all over their hand and run their hand up and down the neck. It'll get you through a song maybe too, but it works. That does away with all that hanging up on those glossy fretboards. Try it. It works. I used to do it myself. Alright, would you reset a neck on a Takamine? Would you reset a Takamine neck? I have a lawsuit 0018 copy, but I understand the neck is epoxy instead of glued. Thanks, and I hope you're better. Doing a lot better. Yeah, a lot of those guitars, not all of them, but a lot of them, they did epoxy the neck on those. And boy, they are a bitch to get loose, man. That epoxy does not deal with heat very good. I'll do it, yeah, but it ain't going to be cheap. It's not going to be cheap, especially if it's epoxy. If we get lucky and it's wood glue or any kind of glue that responds to heat, it'd be way cheaper. I wouldn't recommend doing it if it's epoxy though. I had a Yamaha here, one of the best sounding guitars that ever came through here. It was a Red Label guitar. If y'all remember, I got videos on it. I think an FG 180, I think's what it was. And I did some work on it and put new keys and maybe did the frets. I don't know what all else. And it needed a neck reset. And that guitar, Yamaha too, epoxies some necks on. People will argue that. I've took them off. I've seen them my personal self, and I know that they do it. And I also know that they're going to do it all the time. But anyways, yeah, I'll do it. If you want to pay the bucks, man, it's really expensive though. Alright. Just wondering why you don't like the D'Addario Humidipack system. I've had a lot of instruments come in here just because one of those Humidipacks blew up or leaked inside of the system, inside of the guitar. And when that happens, I mean, man, you can't get it out of there. There's no way that you can get it all out. I went in there with sandpaper before and tried to lightly sand it away, and it was all over the braces and the back, and it was just an ungodly mess, man. It's like it stains the wood. You know, you can get it off, but it's just a big pain, and you can avoid that. I mean, I'm not knocking Humidipack. Well, yeah, I am knocking it too. I don't like it. That's a piece of shit. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't put it in my guitar just because of that, because they do break and leak. I've seen more than a few occasions it happen right here. Mr. Tuber Goober. I'm thinking of making a wood cabinet to hang my guitars in. If I put a plastic basin with water at the bottom and cover it with pegboard, do you think that would keep it hydrated? I'm tired of individually wetting sponges every few days. I don't know if I'd put pegboard in there or not, because that pegboard is going to absorb a lot of your moisture before it gets to the guitars. If you're building a Ed Dana, why I like Bob Dylan. Cool. Put plastic in there and punch or cut some slits in it, you know, over the water, or punch full of holes, so that the plastic will not absorb any of the moisture, and every bit that comes through the plastic, your guitars will get it. Put your hydrometer up in the, you know, where the guitar area is, just a little one like this, and leave it in there, and you'll be able to tell. Keep it between 45 and 55% in the guitar area. And you can heat that water too and make it more steam if you need to, you know what I mean? If your guitars are really dry and you need to bring them all up together at the same time. 45-55%. Sandy Pagan, hello, I subscribe to you. I have a question. Do you make videos how to improve chip guitar? Sont decent. I have a chip chines guitar, imitation of D18 Martin. The guitar is solid but it's crap. Help me how make it sound good, please. I'm not really sure what you're asking. Improve a cheap guitar. Sound decent. Okay, I'm figuring it out. I have a cheap chines guitar, imitation of D18 Martin. The guitar is solid but it's crap. Help me out. Make it sound good. Well, there's a bunch of things. I got videos on every one of these things. You can upgrade the nut. If it's got a plastic nut, put a bone nut in it. Or if you really want to go shoot farther, put a tusk nut in it. You can probably buy them already pre-made if your guitar's like a D18. You can change the saddle back here. It's probably plastic. Put a bone saddle or a tusk saddle in there. You can upgrade the pins. They probably are plastic too. And you got a whole bunch of choices there, from plastic to bone to tusk to ebony, all kind of several different woods, even brass. And all this stuff, especially if you do it together, makes a tremendous difference in the sound of your guitar. Plate mate, you can add one of those. I've got videos on that. You can search the channel here, go to the front page of this channel, click that search icon, and search for these things I'm telling you, and you'll find videos on every single one of them, because I did everything, man. Did it all. Nigel Jolly, I hope I pronounced that right. Nigel. I don't know. Anyways, here's his question. When finishing a new build guitar, true oil, French polish, like to sell this guitar or paint or lacquer is used. Question: can other varnishes be used, like bronze seal, diamond gloss clear, furniture varnish? If not, why? Well, yeah, sure, those that you mentioned. You can put any kind of finish on your guitar you want. Some of the bigger guitar companies use nitrous and cellular and lacquer because they protect so well and they don't interfere with the sound and the tone that much. And they put them on very, very thin too. But yeah, you can use any of those that you mentioned here. I would recommend being careful what polishes you get. Get the polish for whatever lacquer or finish that you use on your guitar, so you don't have a chemical reaction on the top of your guitar and this makes a god-awful mess. Sandy Pagan: hey Randy, how I get one of your t-shirts? Well, I don't have any right now. I have just very few large ones left. Late this summer, early fall, I'm going to try to place a really big order, because the last 3 orders sold out, man, just in a matter of days. So probably mid to late summer to early fall, I'm planning on ordering a bitchin' order of a bunch of different sizes. So I should have one for everybody that wants one then. I only had large and extra large before this last time. Sold all the extra large, and like I say, I have a few larges left over, and that's it. Alright. Dan Delaney: hi Randy, I just started getting into guitar tech over the past few months, making mods to my used Little Martin, and I've been really enjoying your videos. In a few of them you showed a great little set of custom vice grips you had created for sanding saddles. Yep. Did you ever record a video about how you made that tool? I'd love to make one of my own. Thanks for the great work you do. I don't think I ever made a video of them, but right here they are. All I did, it's just a regular pair of vice grips. If you look at it close, minus these jaws, man, there's hair or something all over the place. Minus these jaws here, it's just a regular pair of vice grips. Nothing new or special about them. I welded jaws to the jaws of the vice grips, and that allows me to hold the saddle and hold it against the sander and grind it down, you know, to get the take off however much I need to take off of the saddle that way. Works like a charm, man. It must have been brilliant today I thought of that. Piper McCoy, what's he say? Yes, I have a question. How does one person have so much freaking talent and to be top notch at all? Awesome luthier, guitarist, banjo, great singer. Recently learned you are an incredible photographer. Yeah, I'm into that too. My favorite channel for sure. Thanks, Randy. Don't know how I found you, but glad I did. Just commented on your Reverb Nation post below. That Cold Stone Mountain you did is incredible. Should be on the radio. It was one of those pull over while you drive the first time song to hear it. Well, thank you so much, Piper. Thanks for the kind words, and thanks for keeping it here. I don't look at myself as being good at any of those things. I guess if I had to say how I got here, it's just from repetitively doing it for years and years and years. And I quit for like 20 some years, I think. I mean, I quit. I never fixed it, just didn't work on it, didn't play no music, or played very little bit of music. And there's a story behind that too. Alright. Hey Randy, I hope you're doing well, but I pray for you well. I want to know the video from Harmony Hollywood Electronics is for sale. I like the old girl. You know, yeah, I would have sold them, but I really don't know where they are right now. Keep in touch. I'll run across them again. If you want them, I may just give them to you. They're here somewhere. I just don't know where. I mean, I've worked on a lot of guitars since then. Alright, Johnny Howard. Randy, how can I send you a goodies package of tools and miscellaneous? I love the unboxing of such packages. I would like to send you some things, show you my gratitude for the enjoyment I've gotten from your content, mate. Cheers. I believe we talked on Facebook, if I remember correctly. I've talked to so many people, man, in the emails and PMs, and that's something I want to talk to you guys about before this video is over. Al Vanek. Randy, I'm not sure I'm posting this in the correct place. I apologize if it's wrong. It's a shame that you're going through all of this. Hey, you're telling me, bud. Sometimes I don't have faith in doctors myself, try to approach it mentally. Wow. Try to approach it mentally and know that I'll be praying for you. God can fix anything, and He's proven that in my life many times. You're no different. Well, dude, that's the best advice that anybody could give, and that's exactly what I did, among some other things, which I'll tell you about in another video. Stay tuned. Eczema's gone. I will tell you that. I don't have eczema anymore. That shit's out of here, baby, and it ain't coming back. It's coming on the video. Stay tuned. Terry Farrell. Randy, when you get time, and Luck Chuck talk to you about bracing and a better way to design bracing. And then he says again, when you get time, contact me. I'd like to talk to you about bracing. Well, Terry, I don't know, man. My time is, wow, practically non-existent. But if you want to PM me on Facebook or email me, I'll do my best to see it. Peace Out says, hey bro, how do you heat distilled water? I got no microwave. Cheers. Wow, that's a good question. I always heat it in the microwave in a plastic bowl. Maybe you might pour it through a coffee pot and catch it in a plastic bowl or glass one, maybe. I don't know, really. I never thought about that. Or you might get a pressure cooker, an induction pressure cooker. That might work. I've never tried that. I use an induction pressure cooker to make steam to reset necks on acoustic guitars. That might work. I'll have to check into it. But other than that, microwave plastic bowl, that's the only way I know how to do it, man. I saw a drop fill question here and I missed it. I think this is it. I'm subscribed. I have a question. You make videos how to improve a chip in the guitar. Drop fills. Well, yeah, I use Glue Boost, or basically any kind of CA glue, cyanacrylate glue, and I use a very thin glue. Clean the area off with naphtha first, the chip. Clean it off with naphtha. Then drop the thinnest viscosity CA glue on top of it. Now you might have to do it, you know, and let it dry, and do it and let it dry. The idea is to build it up higher than the surface of the guitar finish. Okay? Then when that gets dry, you can either sand that down with very light sandpaper and a block. Don't ever use your fingers. Use a block every time. And or take a razor blade, just like this, and wrap Scotch tape around both sides of the razor blade, leaving the center here exposed, and then pull that center of the blade over the, you know, where you left it set up a little bit proud. And you can scrape it right down to where it's perfectly flat with the top. I mean, just, you know, you can't even see it, you can't tell, you can't feel it. That's the best way. That's the way I usually do it. And then you don't have to go through all those grits of sandpaper and polishing stuff to get rid of the sandpaper marks. I believe that was the last question. If I missed any more, I'll look over it on the PC later. And I'm going to put a link to that thread in this video in the description. So if y'all want to, you probably more likely get your questions answered if you come over there and just put your question in that thread. And I'll make another video in about a month or two whenever we get more questions built up. I hope I didn't miss any. If I did, I'll try to make a note of the ones I missed and put them in the next video. But keep them coming. I enjoy it, man. I hope it helps you guys. And I can come way closer to answering your questions like this than in an email or a PM. Because, good God, that's something I wanted to mention in this video. If you've emailed me or PM'd me and I haven't got back with you, I am so sorry, man. If you look at the subscriber count, I think you might understand why, because, wow, it's just getting completely out of hand. It's almost, it's right at the point now I can't even answer all the comments on the videos. I used to be able to do that and did do it, and the Patreon comments. But it's getting to the point right now that's just too time consuming, you know. You guys just know that I love you, and I'll help you in any way I possibly can. And look, it looks like things is going to pick up, and they're going to continue in the way they've been going. You guys are going to be flooded with a great video flood. A great flood of videos, I'm telling you. We got a lot of catching up to do, a lot of shit to learn. Yeah, I was down for 6 months, and I'm 4 months behind on everything. Sent all the guitars here back that I had. I've still got bookings up into August and September. People that's going to send me their guitars between now and then. But the ones from YouTube and online here, I sent all those back because I didn't know what I was up against. Didn't know what was facing. But watch for that video. It's coming. I'm going to explain to you how I did it and how come eczema is all gone. Only reason I wear this shirt tonight to show you it's not here, baby. Eczema don't live here anymore. Check it out. And if you see anything now, it's a sunburn. But I ain't been in the sun a lot. But if you see anything, that's what it is, sunburn. Because that shit's out of here. So anyways, the link's in the description. Go down there, click it, ask your question. And in about a month, maybe 2 months, depending on how many questions we get, we'll do this again. I'll make another video and answer anything that I can to help you guys. Thank you guys for helping me. Thank you for clicking the thumbs up. That helps me a lot. I appreciate it if you do it on this video and every video. Every video! And I got a whole lot of stuff. A whole lot of content up here I'm going to get across to you now. And if nothing else gets in the way, like it has been for the past 6 months anyway. Cheers. Thank you, folks. Hope these Q&As help. And cue ball's coming back too, by the way. I don't have to wear that shit on me anymore. So, like I say, I only wore this so you could see it's gone. And I'll tell you how I did it in another video. You can do it too. So, thanks for watching. Cheers. Hope to see you there.